The Great Northern Conference announced their all-conference teams for the boys soccer from this season. Lakeland Union and Rhinelander led the way with the most first team selections with 3 from each squad. Yaroslav Mishashin from Lakeland Union, Ryan Munch from Northland Pines, and Charlie Heck from Rhinelander were all named unanimous first-team selections. Yaroslav and Zach Rudolph from Medford were named Offensive Players of the Year, and Munch and Heck were named Defensive Players of the Year. Rhinelander's head coach Nathan Bates was named Coach of the Year after leading his team to both a regional and sectional championship on the way to state tournament berth. Congrats to all of the players and coaches on a successful year. The 4-4 Wisconsin Badgers were back in action today after their impressive win against Purdue last week. They stayed at home in Camp Randall Stadium where they took on the Maryland Terrapins. Let's see if the Badgers will have their first winning streak of the season or not. It was both windy and rainy today, so not the best field conditions for passing the ball. So let's see how the Badgers ran it today. Here in the first, Braylon Allen is able to find his way into the end zone for 6. He finished with 119 yards and a touchdown to cap off a big day for the sophomore. They kept pounding the rock. Here in the second, Isaac Guerrero with a monster run right here, walking the tightrope on the sideline, all for an 89-yard touchdown run. Wisconsin goes on to win this one big, 23-10 to move up in the year 5-4. Last night, the Milwaukee Bucks defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves to remain undefeated and now have the best start to the season in franchise history. After going winless in the preseason, the Bucks are now 9-0 to start the regular season. The only undefeated team left in basketball look to stay that way in Oklahoma City Thunder tonight in Milwaukee. Let's see if the Bucks made it 10-0 or not. We're at home in Milwaukee with this one, Pfizer Stadium. No Giannis, no problem. That's what we have Brooke Lopez for. Look at this three-pointer to put the Bucks on the board early. Thunder tries to respond with this layup from Josh Giddey, and they do it. Moving into the second, Bucks are down, but Jordan Nowar, he pushes and he ties it up for Milwaukee. And again with Nowar, making it 39-36. OKC trying to respond. He shoots and he won't do it. Third quarter, 73-53. Bucks are up. Drew Holiday making both free throws. And the Bucks will go on to win it 108-94, making their season 10-0. Sportswear company Nike announced that they will suspend their shoe deal with Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie Irving in wake of his recent social media posts linking anti-Semitic books and movies. This decision comes after the Brooklyn Nets suspended him for a minimum of 5 games without pay for the same reason. Irving has since apologized for his recent comments, but will continue to serve out the remainder of his suspension. We'll be back with more news after the break.
It's the final sprint to Election Day. Both parties are making their closing arguments to voters. With the momentum in their favor, Republicans are optimistic about gaining a strong House majority. But Democrats are still putting up a fight with Senate control in the balance. I'll talk to Florida Republican Senator Rick Scott. He's head of the committee tasked with taking back the Senate majority for the GOP. And New York Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney. He's leader of the official campaign arm for House Democrats in charge of keeping the House in their hands. Plus, we have our final NBC News poll before Election Day. We'll break down how to watch the results as they come in as well.
Oh, meet the press.
And finally, we'll mark 75 years as the destination for presidents, foreign leaders, and other newsmakers to make news. It's all ahead this Sunday on a special edition of Meet the Press.
The governor's basic responsibility is to keep us safe, strong, and thriving.
We all know that's not happening.
Tim Michaels, a new direction for Wisconsin.
This election is about what a governor's gonna do. I'm gonna put more money in the pockets of the hardworking families of Wisconsin. We're gonna have safer communities, and we're gonna have better schools. That's what I'm gonna do as your governor. I'm Tim Michaels. If you're ready for a new direction, hop in.
Tim Michaels for governor.
We didn't forget about the crumbs at the bottom of the bag. We're just prolonging our time with every last bit of crispy, juicy tender.
Enjoy the crispy chicken sandwich and pair it with medium fries and a $1 any size Diet Dr. Pepper.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
this week on the Jeopardy Tournament of Champions. Amy Schneider, 40 wins. Matt Amodio, 38 wins. Matea Roach, 23 wins. They face off in a special exhibition game. Then they take on last week's winners in the semifinals. Will there be a Super Champ showdown or a super surprise?
Ooh, big wager. It is the tightest of games.
The Jeopardy Tournament of Champions continues this week.
Jeopardy! Weekdays at 4:30 on NBC 12.
Shifty Katrina Shankland. Up here, Shankland says what we want to hear, but down in Madison, voted against the largest tax cut in state history for seniors, families, and small businesses. Voted against funding for local roads and schools. Why? Because for $200,000 from party bosses in Madison, Shifty Shankland works for them, not us. Portage County Scott Soik, a business owner, Marine, and political outsider who puts us first, not Madison politicians. Scott Soik for Assembly.
The following More You Know programs will air outside of their regular schedule due to sports coverage. This guide reflects the change in programming on NBC 12.
The Supreme Court has blocked another challenge to President Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. We're joined now by Mohammed, who's going to talk about that and some other stories outside the Northwoods.
Thanks, Kyle. The decision from Justice Amy Coney Barrett keeps the court out of the fight over the program, which allows eligible borrowers to cancel up to $20,000 of debt. In October, Barrett rejected a similar request. The decision has little practical effect as an appeals court ruling has already put implementation of the policy on hold. However, the Biden administration has continued to encourage people to apply despite the various court cases. Former Twitter employees have been vocal about brutal layoffs under new owner Elon Musk, but the platform's co-founder Jack Dorsey said he's the one to blame. In a Saturday tweet, Dorsey took responsibility for Musk cutting thousands of jobs during his first week of owning the social media site, saying, quote, "I realize many are angry with me. I own the responsibility for why everyone's in this situation." Dorsey went on to express his gratitude for Twitter employees in a follow-up tweet soon after. President Joe Biden delivered remarks in Joliet, Illinois today on the importance of Medicare and Social Security. The president highlighted his administration passing of the Inflation Reduction Act, which aims to lower the cost of prescription drugs and encourage people to vote.
If you haven't already voted, and an awful lot of you have, make sure you vote. If you have voted, go knock on your neighbor's door. Take them to the polls. Help them out. Convince them to work. Convince them to show up and vote.
During the event, President Biden also said congressional Republicans want to do away with federal health insurance programs, including Medicare and Social Security. We'll be right back with the final look at the forecast after the break.
He pushed tax loopholes, benefiting himself. Send him back, and he'll make things worse. Ron Johnson would let Wisconsin ban abortion, even in cases of rape, and said if you don't like it, you can move. He voted to raise the retirement age and wants to end guaranteed spending on the Social Security you earned.
Social Security is a legal Ponzi scheme, but that's exactly what it is.
Ron Johnson, still making it harder on us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
You have dreams. To visit your grandkids. To start a small business. To spend time on the lake. The cost of a good healthcare plan should support those dreams, whatever they may be. They're your dreams. We're just here to help you live them. Aspirus Health Plan, a great plan for your best life.
This is a special report for people who want the facts about reverse mortgages without the hype. You've seen a lot of commercials telling you how you can turn the equity in your home into tax-free cash. But do you really know if a reverse mortgage loan can help you? Call today. For a limited time only, we'll send you a free special report, Reverse Mortgages, Facts Without the Hype. Did you know that not everyone over 62 can qualify? And you can choose to receive your money monthly or in a lump sum. Call us today and get all the facts you need. You'll speak with an experienced reverse mortgage advisor who will give you honest answers to your questions and even provide a free personalized assessment. This is a big decision. Get the facts with this free special report. Reverse Mortgages, facts without the hype. There's no obligation, and the call is free. So don't delay.
Call 1-800-737-5145. That's 1-800-737-5145.
Think crime is bad now? Mandela Barnes would make it worse. Barnes would eliminate cash bail even after the Waukesha Christmas parade attack, supports amnesty and sanctuary cities for illegals, and had worked for a radical group that wants to defund the police. Barnes has a long record of smearing police while spending your tax dollars on security for himself. Mandela Barnes, wrong on crime, dangerous for Wisconsin. Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Well, we had a lot of rain today, but tomorrow, what are we going to get, Jeff?
Almost 2 inches of rain today. Much needed. I know, Serenity, you were out kind of chasing soccer games all weekend long,
I did not like the rain at all.
Heavy rain across parts of eastern Wisconsin. We got into this action today, too, as well, right? And then clouds. I have to admit, though, I just checked my Powerball numbers.
Oh, man.
I got the Powerball. Like literally the Powerball.
Yeah, but you didn't win the big. You only got the ball. You only got the ball number.
Only one, and it was the Powerball. So, all right, let's go outside and check on the radar and show what's going on outside. Temperatures are looking okay, but radar-wise, the big rain is pulling out of here right now up into Canada. Behind it, there'll be some drizzle and some light rain showers tonight. That won't be a big deal. Tomorrow morning, though, there could be a little round of light rain getting in here about probably 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. It'll be rain, though, no snow, but there are signs of a pattern change now, Serenity. I know you love this. By the end of next week, we could be talking about high temperatures in the low 30s with a system across the Midwest. That could bring us some snow, but not for tonight. While temperatures out there right now are hanging out in the 30s to low 40s. It's comfortable outside for this time of the year. But look what happens. 7-day forecast. You're looking at Serenity. There you go. 42 on Monday. Okay. Tuesday, 45. We vote on Tuesday, of course. A system gets in here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That could end as some snow on Friday. And look at next Saturday. A high temperature of 31. That's going to feel much different than it does outside right now.
Well, today was National Donut Day today. Tomorrow we set our clocks back. We had the Powerball today. It was just a great day overall.
There's a lot going on. And tomorrow, fantasy football, of course, is crazy. Okay. The Packers play at, noon tomorrow? Yes. I think it is, right?
Yeah, so it's a lot of stuff. The Northwoods is busy. The world is busy. Can we say?
I feel overwhelmed.
Yeah. Well, anyway, coming up after tonight's show, we have Saturday Night Live, hosted by Amy Schumer. That's a brand new episode coming up right after this. So that pretty much does it for your news around the Northwoods. Thank you all for watching and have a great night.
See ya.